Have you ever wondered what a rehabilitation counselor is? Well, in this presentation, we will be discussing everything you need to know. You will learn about the personal skills needed to succeed as a rehabilitation counselor, the expected average salary, and the educational requirements. Rehabilitation counselors help people with physical, mental, developmental, or emotional disabilities live as independently as possible for that particular individual. They work with clients to overcome and manage needs and resources. A rehabilitation counselor has many roles and helps people in a variety of different ways. They provide individual and group counseling, vocational assessment, job placement, case management, and consultation services. Rehabilitation counselors may work in private homes, healthcare settings, residential, educational, recreational facilities, and hospitals. The hours will vary depending on the location and the firm. Some counselors will even work in private practice, which involves marketing to prospective clients, dealing with insurance companies, and providing care to a wide range of people. In the U.S., the average pay for a rehabilitation counselor is around $35,000 a year. The median pay for rehabilitation counselors in the top industries are as follows. The government positions have a median pay of $52,000, and individual and family counseling has a median pay of $34,000. The lowest income that can be earned is $24,000 and the highest income is $64,000. The difference between the highest pay and the lowest pay is due to which industry or firm the person works for, the demand of the profession in that particular state, and the education that person has. There is a high demand for rehabilitation counselors, and it is projected to grow 10% from 2019 to 2029. There will be a continued need for rehabilitation counselors to work with veterans who were disabled during their military service. They will also be needed to work with other groups, such as the elderly, people who have learning disabilities, autism spectrum disorders, or substance abuse problems. The industries with the highest concentration and the demand for employment are vocational rehabilitation services, mental health and substance abuse services, intellectual and developmental disability services, state and local government, residential care facilities, and individual and family services.
Alrighty, so the supply for rehabilitational counselor is in order for technically the educational requirements. So to be employed in this field, employers would like you to at least have a master's degree or higher in rehabilitation counseling or a closer related field. In most master's degree programs, they teach the students how to evaluate the needs of their clients to implement necessary strategic planning for job placement, and they are required to understand the medical, emotional, and psychological aspect that come with people who have disabilities. The program for this field require practice in the fields such as shadowing or internship. Jobs may be offered to people with a bachelor's degree, but a bachelor's degree doesn't give you the set of skills a master's degree for this profession does. So certification. To work as rehabilitation counselor, it is important to be certified. Most employers want you to have a license to work with people. The service you provide to clients can determine if they will need to be certified or not. It is possible to be a rehabilitation counselor without a license. The requirements for rehabilitation counselors licensing may vary from state to state. Rehabilitation counselors that provide service such as counseling to their clients or patients must get a counselor license through the local state licensing board. How to get certified. So to get a license, a requirement of a master's degree and 2,000 to 4,000 hours of supervised clinical experience. Rehabilitation counselors must also pass a state-recognized exam. They must also complete annual continuing education credits to keep their license, and it must be renewed every 5 years. So for VHA positions often require additional training and certification compared to private sector's jobs and private support jobs.
Market trends for a rehabilitation counselor vary based on many factors. The supply and demand for rehabilitation counselors vary from state to state. The states in the middle of the U.S. have lower median wages and lower employment rates for rehabilitation counselors, while in outer states such as Texas and California, they have a higher employment rate and higher wage median. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, they project a 9.8% increase in employment growth from a rehabilitation counselor between 2018 and 2028. This is a much faster than average rate for an occupation. This is due to the increase in the elderly population and the increased need for rehabilitation of other groups such as veterans and people with disabilities. Demand for these counselors is expected to grow exponentially. An estimated 11,800 jobs should open up. The salary rate for a rehabilitation counselor is based on education and degrees. A rehabilitation counselor salary with a bachelor degree would be $65,130 to $70,105. A master's degree or MBA would be anywhere from $66,431 to $71,633. And for a PhD, it would be anywhere from $67,733 to around $73,162. The salary range for all of those is based on many factors as well, such as location, years of experience, and number of direct reports can all impact base pay and bonuses that they receive. As a rehabilitation counselor, there's a very high probability for upward mobility in this line of work, meaning opportunities for advancement within the position and advancements in salary are high as well. In the United States, the employment of rehabilitation counselors went from 119,000 in 2018 to a projected 131,000 in 2028. This is a 10% change in job employment.